9. You're eating too many healthy sugars. If you're on a low-carb or ketogenic diet, healthy sugars like coconut sugar or raw cane sugar are just as bad as plain sugar. They are high in carbs and can completely prevent your body from adapting to the diet. This also applies to honey, agave nectar and others. Zero-calorie sweeteners are fine for most people, but you may want to consider limiting them if you have trouble losing weight. They also often contain digestible carbs as fillers. Summary: despite being natural, sweeteners like honey and raw cane sugar are just as high in carbs as regular sugar. 10. You have a medical condition getting in your way. Certain medications are known to stimulate weight gain. If you look at the list of side effects of the medications you are taking and see weight gain on the list, make an appointment with your doctor. Perhaps there is another drug available that doesn't cause weight gain. If you're doing everything right and still aren't getting results, perhaps you have an underlying medical problem. Many hormonal disorders can cause problems losing weight, particularly hypothyroidism. In that case, make an appointment with your doctor. Explain that you're having problems losing weight and that you want to rule out any medical issues. Summary: certain medical issues and medications can cause weight problems. See a doctor to discuss your options. 11. You're always eating. It is a persistent myth in health and fitness circles that everyone should be eating many, small meals throughout the day. This has actually been studied thoroughly. No advantage has been found to eating more frequent and smaller meals. It is natural for humans to eat fewer meals per day and sometimes go long periods without food. Some people do something called intermittent fasting, eating in an 8-hour window each day, or doing 24-hour fasts 1 to 2 times per week. This can be very useful to break through a plateau. Summary: there is no proven benefit to eating many, small meals throughout the day. Try eating fewer meals and consider giving intermittent fasting a shot. 12. You're cheating too often. For people who are able to control themselves, having cheat meals or days every now and then may be fine. For others, especially those who are prone to food addiction, having cheat meals is likely to do more harm than good. If you're cheating often, either with small cheats here and there or entire days where you eat nothing but junk food, it can easily ruin your progress. Having more than 1 to 2 cheat meals per week, or 1 cheat day, is going to be excessive. If you just can't seem to control yourself around unhealthy foods no matter what you try, perhaps you have food addiction. In that case, completely removing the junk foods from your life could be a good idea. Summary: some people can eat junk food from time to time without ruining their progress, but that doesn't apply to everyone. For others, cheat meals will do more harm than good. 13. You're eating too many calories. At the end of the day, calories do matter. One of the main reasons low-carb and ketogenic diets are so effective is that they reduce appetite and make people eat fewer overall calories without trying. If you're not losing weight but are doing all the right things, try counting calories for a while. Again, create a free account with an online nutrition tracker and track your intake for a few days. Aim for a deficit of 500 calories per day, which theoretically should make you lose 1 pound of weight per week, although it doesn't always work in practice. Summary: it is possible to eat so many calories that you stop losing weight. Try counting calories and aim for a deficit of 500 calories per day for a while. 14. You don't have realistic expectations. At the end of the day, weight loss takes time. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Losing 1 to 2 pounds per week is a realistic goal. Some people will lose weight faster than that, while others will lose weight more slowly. But it's also important to keep in mind that not everyone can look like a fitness model. At some point, you will reach a healthy set point weight, which may be above what you initially hoped for. Summary: it is important to have realistic expectations. Weight loss takes a long time and not everyone can look like a fitness model. 15. You've been cutting for too long. I don't think it's a good idea to be in a calorie deficit for too long at a time. The leanest people on earth, bodybuilders and fitness models, never do this. They do cycles of bulking and cutting. If you eat at a calorie deficit for many months or years, eventually your metabolic rate may slow down. If you've been dieting for a long time, a 2-month period where you aim to maintain and gain a bit of muscle may be what you need to get things started again. Of course, this doesn't mean eating bad foods, just more of the good stuff. After these 2 months are over, you can start dieting again. Thanks for watching.